Today, I'm going to tell you the story of Noah's Ark. Well, actually, I'm just going to tell you the first part of the story, and when we meet again, I'll tell you the rest of the story. So anyway, Noah was actually a nice guy. In fact, I believe that if you met him today, you would probably like him a lot. And that's because Noah was never mean. He didn't lie, he didn't steal, and he never hurt people. And Noah was not only kind to people, but he was kind to animals too. He was actually considered to be the most innocent man of his time who always tried to obey God. Now, in our story, Noah is not alone. As you can see from the family picture which is showing, Noah has a wife and he has 3 married sons, and his sons' names are Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So now that you've got that background information, I think we're ready to start our story. One day, God was looking around the earth, and he saw that people were doing a lot of very wicked and evil things. And it sure seemed to him like being bad was all they ever thought about. Now, at that same time, there were these really large people known as the Nephilim, and technically they were giants, but the worst part was that they were very wicked rulers too. When God saw all the evil that was being done, he was so sorry that he had made people, and his heart was filled with pain. And then God had an idea, so he said, "Now, in order to make things right, I think I'm going to need to destroy all the humans and all the animals, birds, and everything that crawls on the ground." But then, God had a better idea. Since Noah always did what was good, he decided to spare his life. So God said to Noah, "Build a boat of cypress wood for yourself. Make rooms in it and cover it on the inside and the outside with tar." God also gave Noah some very precise instructions for how he wanted the boat to be built. God said, "I want this to be a large box boat called an ark. It has to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Next, I want you to make an 18-inch opening on the top of the boat, and then put a door on the side of the boat too. And by the way, it will also need an upper, middle, and lower deck. Not only that, but the boat must be large enough to hold your family and 2 of every living creature, both male and female. And then you have to gather enough food to store in the boat so that you and all of the animals can eat." So as you might have guessed, Noah being the sort of person who always obeyed God, he started to build this huge boat. But remember, he was living in a land where there was very little rain, and so people around him just started to laugh at Noah and his family. Well, Noah did try to warn them of the great flood that God was going to send, but all they did was mock and ridicule and make fun of him. Nothing he said seemed at all believable because it took Noah more than 100 years to build the boat. But you know what? It's a really good thing that Noah always obeyed God because he never gave up. Once the boat was finished, Noah and his family gathered the food needed for themselves and for the animals. And then Noah and his family went into the ark. That's the end of part 1. And when our story continues, we'll see God gathering animals in pairs and then sending them to Noah so that he could put them on the ark. But here's the big question. Will getting rid of people and animals make the world a better place? What do you think?